And we're
We're
back.
back.
And we're hitting the home stretch.
Yes, we are. And we just had a great episode with Real Life Matters, and we had Corey Kareem on there. And then we had earlier talking out, we had Pumpkin Foot. Boy, she enlightened us a lot.
Well, I really like that girl, Pumpkin Foot.
Me too. And that video was excellent.
Great song.
I really like it. It's a really dance music song. You know, people go check it out.
Yeah.
Check her out. Well, we got somebody here that's coming on today, along with our co-host. We'll introduce him, DJ Despair.
There he is.
There we are. Salute, salute, salute. And we got on here
the Siren. Her track is
Siren.
called The Source.
Yes.
Siren Sav. Oh, the track is called The Source. We'll see, we're promoting The Source before we got on Siren Sav.
Well, yeah, I am The Source. So.
Oh, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
You're in Toronto?
Yes, I'm actually in Brampton, which is a little bit outside Toronto. So, yes. Toronto.
For people
Brampton.
that don't know.
Yeah. So, Toronto.
I really like your color.
Thank you.
I like the wall painting, the color behind you.
It looks so nice.
Great with you in front of it.
Thank you.
So we want to know about you, a little bit about your career, Siren. Like, how did you start?
Mm-hmm.
When did you start?
So I started taking music seriously and, really trying to put myself out there in 2017. I've been rapping and been inspired by hip hop forever. But taking it seriously and writing my first song, recording and all of that, I started in 2017 and I've been doing it ever since.
Right. And you're a woman.
Yes. Yes. Represent.
It's big up to the woman today. It's Women's Empowerment Day here on Caribbean Lunch.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, hopefully I'm inspiring other women. I'm inspired by all the other women that are in this doing hip hop, especially. It's a very male dominated industry. So, always have to represent.
All right.
So, Siren, what was it that got you to start taking it seriously and really start to write the music and start to, work towards a career in it?
Well, being from, here, I just always loved the idea of, eventually maybe one day being an artist, but I couldn't really picture myself doing it or how I would go about doing it. But, as technology progressed, I've noticed that a lot of people were just doing it. And it's like, oh, why don't I just do that? Because, a lot of people I went to school with started making music, and some of them, it was like, oh, okay, so you're making music and you're not taking it seriously, but I love this. I would take it seriously. So why don't I give this a shot and, put everything into it and see where that gets me. So, yeah.
So I'm just curious, did you play any musical instruments or anything? Or do you use any musical instruments when you're writing your music, or what's your process look like?
I don't play any instruments. I have an interest in learning how to play some instruments. I picked up the bass a little bit during the lockdown. And
good choice, good choice, by the way.
Yeah.
Bass, that's
He's
why
a bass player, so.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yes, I think that's an amazing instrument.
He's in Toronto, so I could probably help him get you some lessons. Hey, you?
Okay.
I could tell you a couple things.
I don't know if he's that
You don't
confident
need
or
lessons
what.
to play the bass. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the right. You just
I don't
pick
know.
it up and start playing. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I just gave it a shot. I wasn't too serious about it. I'm sure you're amazing, so I would probably be more interested if you get a chance to show me. And had the little piano lessons when I was a kid. But I just really listen to the beat and the production and how it's made. I started beatboxing before I started doing anything else really when I was a kid. I used to kind of just beatbox, and then I started paying more attention to what the artist is saying in their lyrics. And I my process is hear a beat that makes me feel something, and then I kind of create over that. Depends on the mood it puts me in, what I'm going through at the time. But most of the time I really sit there and I absorb what the producer has made for me. And sometimes I just kind of write without the beat, but there's one in my head.
Uh-huh.
And where do you come from?
What do you mean?
Where do you born? Your family's from?
So I'm born here in Canada. My family was born in Jamaica. So both my parents are from Jamaica, Kingston, I believe, both of them. So yeah. And then they came here and had me.
Which is a wonderful thing.
Yeah. So, definitely.
Oh,
All the Caribbean music I grew up around, the reggae and the dance hall definitely influenced me and inspired me to make music as well and stuff like that. So,
because right now she's a very diverse artist. She's going between the concept of boom bap, and she's playing around with modern hip hop too.
mhm.
So it's like the single that you're going to be hearing in the video is The Source, the one that she has out now. And then tell us about the new single that you're releasing, or you have
Okay,
released. Sorry.
so I just recently released my song Over 9,000. And so that song title in itself is a reference to an anime that I grew up watching with my cousins. And it's a really popular anime, got really popular over here, Dragon Ball Z. And that reference is in particular to a scene where the main character, who we all know as an audience is strong, but the villain comes and he thinks that he's way stronger and he has a scanner that scans the other person's power level and realizes through the power level scanner that it's breaking the machine because he's just way stronger than he could have ever imagined. And so that whole idea of underestimating your opponent is kind of how I feel or view myself taking on hip hop. So I constantly get underestimated, especially by like my male counterparts in this industry. So this is me kind of, telling myself, level up. I'm constantly getting stronger, constantly improving my skill and getting better. And you underestimate me, you will see what would happen,
Yeah. Like who would you want to do something with that you're looking forward to do some combination with somebody else, another artist? Who would you like to do something with that?
There is so many. I don't know. I think Missy would be awesome because I know she's making her music, her comeback again now. So I think for me that would be really hitting a personal note. Growing up, she really inspired me. Or maybe Drake. Drake would be cool. I think he's a great artist as well, so that would be cool. And I would say, I'm not sure. There's so many. But
The
yeah.
reason I asked that question is because so many people I've interviewed a lot of artists and different people in the past and present. But I usually whoever they say, sometimes those people contact them. I had Luke DeBrass saying he got he said he looked like Pitbull. His style, and next thing you know, here those people called him. So
That's awesome. Yeah.
you
Okay.
never know.
Well, hopefully I think of something so they can reach out. I don't know. I don't know. All of you. If you make music, I want to make music with you.
Okay. All right.
Now
So tell everybody where your all social media and everything's at.
So I'm on Instagram at Siren Sav, Facebook Siren Sav, pretty much everywhere. If you search Siren Sav, I'll be there. Twitter is the only one that it's Siren_Sav. But yeah, all social media, all platforms. Both my singles, The Source and Over 9,000, are on all streaming platforms everywhere. So you can check that out.
Is that your real name, Siren?
No, my real name is actually Savannah.
Okay, so how did you come up with Siren Sav?
So I liked the name Siren Sav because, I was kind of like, oh, what has a ring to it? And I liked the name, Siren because, in Greek mythology, they're kind of the creatures, again, that, are underestimated. And they use their melody to lure in pirates. And that's how they would get them. The pirates would meet their demise because they'd be attracted to the beauty and their melody, and then that would be the end. So I thought that was cool. And I added the Sav because it could be short for savage as well, because that's how I feel sometimes, how I channel my energy on the beat. But, short for Savannah.
Now you got these 2 singles that are out currently.
Mhm.
Do you have like a bunch more songs ready to go, or
I do. I do.
Slowly.
I have some fire in the vault. So yeah, you know, hopefully you guys are really interested in when that's getting ready to drop. So that's in the works. If you already like the source, if you like over 9,000, there's more where that came from.
Yes.
So maybe we're just thinking maybe we can play one of the songs now, come back,
Okay.
chat a bit, and then maybe go out with one final song. We've got over 9,000 ready to go. Do you want to hear that one? Do you want to introduce that for us?
Okay. So over 9,000, it's my track. It's hopefully gets you pumped up. I definitely recommend you putting it on your workout playlist because it's an energetic track.
They undercut and underpay me. Man, them niggas tryna play me. Turn a lady to a crazy. But that shit don't faze me. Shit been looking up lately. Seasick, cause I'm wavy. Uppercut them motherfuckers, cause they can never upstage me. Now I see they jealous. At the sauce and they relish. Put in work athletics. Now I'm about them aesthetics. Said he getting up the raps. Do a set, earn a check. Been blessed, say less. Interest, will I rest? Tell me up, louder. Not enough, louder. My kush, louder. And my bass, louder. Super Saiyan with the power. Level up, power. Level up, power. Level up, power. Tell me up, louder. Not enough, louder. My kush, louder. And my bass, louder. Super Saiyan with the power. Level up, power. Level up, power. Level up, power. Yes, indeed, I'm a queen. So when you see me take a knee, ain't seen the level I would reach. Now they grovel on my feet. Haters serving up the beef. It's all good, I let it eat. Ground you all on your feet. Then we package up the meat. Made trees from a seed. Turn wants to a need. Had to level up the speed. Turn assassin for the greed. Between the lines I had to read. Had to lose to learn to lead. Getting carrots, rapping for the green. Now these niggas ratting for the cheese. Your pockets don't like it, you wait up. Pussy all lives is made up. I don't talk much, I don't say nothing. Got my slice of the pie, don't save none. She too sweet to this hour. Right up at the top, seeing tower. Used to getting paid by the hour. Now I'm getting paid while I shower. Turn me up, louder. Not enough, louder. My kush, louder. And my bass, louder. Super Saiyan with the power. Level up, power. Level up, power. Level up, power. Turn me up, louder. Not enough, louder. My kush, louder. And my bass, louder. Super Saiyan with the power. Level up, power. Level up, power. Level up, power. Give me all the checks, I'll deposit. You had your chance, but you lost it. It's a habit getting cabbage. Now they big man, cause I'm savage. I'm a big dog like a mastiff. And these dudes getting scratched like a bad itch. And walk how you talk so it makes sense. Cause now you fucked up and it's tragic. Cause you niggas garbage and that's it. Aim at the target but can't hit. You nice as me, nigga, as if. Shooting air balls like you can't miss. Try all you want, but you ain't this. Block all you want, but I make hits. I take flights and I take risks. Kawaii in your eye, cause I went swish. Bitch, kawaii in your eye.
And we're back.
Yes. That was giving a little bit of Halloween
I don't know
twist
what that
there.
was.
That wasn't her song. It was it's a good
Doing
beat.
some
I like it.
spookiness at the end. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'm glad you do.
So which video did you want us to play for you on your out and going out?
Yeah, the source. Is that
So
That's an
yes,
actual video
so I
that
have.
you can see.
Yeah, so I have visuals for the source out. We could play that.
Oh, there she is.
yeah, we're gonna get that ready to go.
Mhm.
And
You're very energetic. It seems like when you do your stuff, you just got like a lot of fire to come out. You know, like you're
Yeah.
ready. You're bursting.
Yes, I seem very chill right now. This is outside of the studio.
all right. So How often do you get into the studio, Siren?
I try to go as often as I can, but sometimes it can be as often as twice a month, but I go maybe once every couple months just to have as much as I can at once so I can get lots of work done when I do go.
And where's the studio that you work in? Is it up in Brampton, or do you come downtown, or where is it?
So the studio that I've recorded these songs at are both in Toronto. And one of them is in North York. So I have a couple that I go to, but the main one that I go to is in the Kensington area, and that's my friend Justin Unlimited Studio.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and I mean, in my experience, anyways, it's really a team effort, right? You got to have a team of people, and ideally, you want to have really good chemistry with the people on that team. And I guess, I mean, you said earlier, you get inspired by the beats as you hear them. Do you want to talk about your team and the chemistry and who's doing what?
So for mainly it's me kind of still on the ground getting the work done. So the team is still currently being built. But my producer, engineer, he makes beats as well. So the studio, we call it the danger room. So it's just a nice environment. It helps keep me creative, especially with the lighting and stuff. And I feel like Justin and we kind of just get each other in terms of like he understands what I mean when I ask for certain elements, and we're just on the same wavelength. So the process is really nice.
And what's your most memorable moment that you had when you're performing? What's the most one?
I would have to say the last time I performed before we went into lockdown over here, actually. It was the show. I remember the name in particular right now of the event, but it was really good because I actually performed this song. I performed both of these songs, The Source and Over 9,000, and the response, especially for Over 9,000, was really, really, really well. And it was actually it should have not as gone as good as it did, because the beat, I think I actually went over my time on that song. So with the previous song, so by the time I was into the second verse of Over 9,000, the DJ actually had to cut my music, but I did it a cappella, and that worked out in my favor, because then now you're hearing what I'm saying more clearly, and they're already enjoying the song. So everyone started. So there's actually a part in Over 9,000 where you hear the crowd. That was actually a snippet from me performing that song and the crowd's response.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now the DJ cut you off. That's
yeah. It's okay. It happens.
Sometimes they rush the times. They have to rush the times sometimes.
Okay. All right. Despair. What we? I guess you got to do that to artists too.
It happens.
Hey, how many times we have to cut people off and talk it out? Like, you know what I'm saying? It just happens.
Actually, that's part of the problem.
We've got to get Chill's hat. What he had on today. Give it to you.
Since you guys want to start pulling hat games out, wait.
I gotta go look at mine.
Speaking of which, Toronto brand.
I don't know if Siren doesn't know what we're talking about. We'll talk it out. Chill. He had on a I don't know what kind of hat call that. Flapper hat.
It looked like the kind of hat Gilligan would wear on
Gilligan's.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, we'll leave that there.
Back to actually previously what you were saying about my team. Connecting with DJ Despair was awesome, and I've just been seeing great opportunities since. And it was actually when I recently reached out to him initially. I guess I wasn't as ready as I thought I would be, so I told him, give me a second, I'll be right back. And then I came to him, I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
Explain to her how you met me, actually.
Okay, so I went to this event that was, like a radio conference, And so I went to that, and DJ Despair was one of the panelists on there. And, you know, he was like, yeah, if you guys are serious about your stuff right now, DM me. And I was like, my phone's dead. I can't do this. So, you know, so I think maybe about a couple days later, I remembered, I'm like, okay, and I reached out to him. And, you know, I can tell he was like really serious about, and I have to be serious if I wanted to talk. And I wasn't. Unfortunately, you know, things were just not going as smoothly as I would have liked them to. And then the whole lockdown started. So I was like, you know, give me some time. I'm going to get some things ready. And then I reached out to him, and here we are. Here we are. That's what you know.
You're on TV. Think about it. You're on TV.
Well,
And
here
we
we
are
are.
ready to hear and to watch the video, the source.
And thank
Guys,
you.
thanks for being on the show
Siren,
today.
thank you. And we're going to
No
follow
problem.
up with you in a few months.
And all the best.
Okay.
And
Thanks for having me.
I will. Thanks. And thanks, Despair. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Cause who else? I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. You're looking for that heat. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Well, of course. I'm the Nubian queen, show respect to the crown. Soon as you start to float, they try to pull you back down. I done planted the seed, and soon I sprout from the ground. Come and check on my leaves, forever reppin' my town. Always moving forward, never in reversal. The time is always now, life has no rehearsal. Been the main event, while the others is commercial. Sitting high up on these hills, singing blue and yellow purple. You know how it is, won't always be honky-dory. Should be nice now, but later one different story. They say to pick a lane like choose a category, but my style too big to fit in one aisle. Shorty going $140 on the freeway. Eyes up on the prize, don't care about what he or she say. When I bump this track, they gon' react like with a replay. Play this in the winter and they'll ask who causing heat waves, and I'll say I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Cause who else? I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. You're looking for that heat. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Well, of course. I'm the one when you're alone you should be looking out for. Rolling with the pack of stacks, refer to me as alpha. They talk a lot and busting shots, but I'm quick to counter. They say they better, but I know they ain't got the ounce of potential on the instrumental. Steady working on my muscle, flexing up my mental. Dare to challenge me and you'll indeed require dental. Spreading toxins when they need to be environmental. Yes, yes it is, who the f*** you think it is? My flow is ridiculous, eat it up like licorice. Burst up in this motherfucker, show you what the business is. Is it the or is it live? Can't tell what the difference is, yeah.
Sources are saying,
Yeah.
Siren. Siren?
Yeah. 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 I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Cause who else? I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. You're looking for that heat. I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source, I'm the source. Well, of course.